More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium, The Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Marshall Thundering Herd taking on the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Appalachian State's offense will get first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Swan, using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Mark out of bounds at the 27. Coming up, fourth down.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Turner. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Roberts. Defense swarming on that loose ball, and it'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the...
Touchdown, App State! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the 3rd quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill fast.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.